Hey everyone, I'm excited to let you know that this month's video is sponsored by Keen. Now, I've worked with Keen in the past and I wanted to share with you a special deal that I will get to in a minute. But first, let me tell you about my experience connecting with a Keen advisor. I've shared before that when I need to get a reading for myself, I've gotten readings through Keen. Just yesterday, I got a reading from a lovely advisor named Lynn. She was very similar to myself in that she is very practical, direct, and simple in her delivery when communicating things throughout the reading. She gave me insight into my relationships, and she even helped me come up with some new ideas for my business. Now, what I love most about Keen is that the advisors are available 24/7, and you can even schedule a time if you want. And this is great if you have an advisor that you prefer to work with or an advisor that you've already established a relationship with. So here's the deal that Keen has extended to my viewers. You can get your first 10 minutes for just $1.99. And the price after that depends on which advisor you choose. But the best part is that this service is backed by a satisfaction guarantee. Keen is the most affordable way to meet new advisors, especially when you want guidance and support on things like dream interpretation, chakra clearing, getting insight into certain situations, career plans, relationships, whatever. Now, once you become a Keen user, each week you'll get emails that offer discounts and specials so you can get multiple readings in the most efficient way available. So make sure you check your inbox this week if you're already a Keen customer. Now, if you haven't signed up with Keen yet, it's a really simple process that can be done via mobile or desktop. All you're going to do is head on over to trykeen.com/intuitive gems, and you'll click on the sign up button and follow the steps to get started. The whole process should take less than 2 minutes, and you'll be on your way to connecting with a screened and talented advisor instantly. So I want to say thank you again to Keen for sponsoring this video, and now on to your reading. Hello, Leo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of August 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Spellcaster's Tarot. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And Leo, I will close out your reading with an Angels of Abundance Oracle card. All of these decks are linked in the description because I do get a lot of you asking me, what deck is that? Where can I buy it? And so forth. I think that is it. Let's go ahead and get started seeing what we need to know for the sign of Leo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of August 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Leo? I'm feeling these cards just are making their way out. Okay. All right, Leo. Let me make sure that everything is in frame here. So right away, Leo, I can tell you that I can see you're getting ready to start a new phase, a new chapter. You have some new experiences coming. You have new projects that are starting to develop. You also have Uh, I want to say you're going to be experiencing a lot of growth, okay? Once we hit that first week of August, get ready for things to really shift in a big way. And this is going to be a positive shift because, like I said, yeah, you're closing out on the end of a cycle here. And you are actually embarking onto a new phase in your money journey, money life, business, career, wealth, all of that. And I say that because we have the Ten of Wands here reversed, which means you're releasing burdens. We have the World card here, beautiful card. This is probably my favorite card in this deck. The World card talks about the completion of a cycle. It talks about, things definitely have come full circle for you. And now it's time to spread your wings and really flutter on to this next level, this next phase, this next really life that you are creating for yourself. We have the Three of Wands, Page of Cups, both upright, Four of Cups in the reverse, Empress, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, while you do have some new projects coming your way, don't get too anxious about how quickly things start moving, when things start having all the pieces in place, because I can see here, but with this Ace of Pentacles, is that things are still moving. Things are still shifting. Things are still falling into place. Things are still coming together in their own timing and in their own way. Now, the Three of Wands here talks about future planning. It also talks about you kind of, it's like you're building. It's like you're building a new bridge from your old life to this new life that you're developing and you're creating. Now, the other exciting thing about this is that you have no hesitation about leveling up. And at the same time, it's almost like, it's like this new life is really calling to you, and you are just really, it's like you're really kind of rearranging your life to accommodate this change. And at first it may have seemed scary, but now you're really starting to embrace it, and you're starting to see all the potential and all the opportunities and all the variables that will contribute to you creating the life that you want. So it's not only a financial growing time, it's also a personal development journey. And I'm seeing that is more apparent to you than the money. I mean, the money is always wonderful, but there's also this personal evolution that's coming through. Now, we also have the Page of Cups. This means you have an offer coming your way. You definitely have someone or something showing up for you, making an offer. And you're going to have the luxury of saying no, but you also have the blessing of saying yes. It's one of those offers where it's like you could accept it and it would be great, and you could turn it down and things would be just as, just fine. So you're really in a strong position to make some powerful choices as it relates to your professional life. Now, we have the Four of Cups here in the reverse. Again, another good card, because this talks about you're moving past the phase of pinching pennies. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You're finally getting settled into a financial groove and a money rhythm that allows you to really be comfortable. Now, do you have everything and all the things you want? No. But at the same time, you're not lacking for anything that you need. And that's a very comfortable, very blessed position to be in. Next, we have the Empress. This is what I talked about. You're going to be seeing some growth and some new projects. The seed has already been planted, so don't worry about that. But you're going to have to be very patient, and you're going to have to be very much, the word control is coming through. And when I say controlled, I mean it's almost having like emotional intelligence, not being swayed in one direction or another too easily. It's like you have this financial maturity, you have this emotional stability to kind of see, okay, things are taking a little bit longer, or maybe I have to, spend a little bit more time here, or I have to, spend a little bit more money or work on this a little bit more. But it's not something that's going to throw you off, okay? So I can say, Leo, that the very first week of August is going to be really, really good for you. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Leo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of August 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Leo? What else do we need to know for Leo for August 2020? Yep, definitely you have a lot of movement in your finances. Get ready, Leo, because things definitely are flowing, things are moving, things are happening in a really good way. We have Hermit upright, Ace of Wands upright, nice. Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Nice. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Again, good news. You definitely have a positive message, positive announcement, some positive information coming your way. You also have some financial support. Someone is reaching out to help you. Someone is showing up to give you support in a financial way. Now, this could be a person, it could be a program, it could be a business, but you're definitely going to be getting some financial support once we move into that second week of August. But let's start here with the Hermit card in the upright position. The Hermit card in the upright position talks about you being able to step back, to be the observer, not necessarily being someone who has to be the mover and shaker, not having to be the person who does all the things all the time. The Hermit is the one who steps back, quietly observes, really studies the situation, and really starts making a determination based on what he sees, right? So you want to make sure that you are moving in congruence with what you see going on. It doesn't mean acting hastily. It doesn't mean acting with haste. It doesn't mean rushing. It doesn't mean not making a move based on fear. It's being the quiet observer. And I think that's going to serve you well as you start making decisions on, about your money. Now, we also have the Ace of Wands. This means you've got some new projects coming. We talked about that in this first row here. The Ace of Wands means you have growth, means you have prosperity. You're starting to see opportunities, potential. You're starting to see things really expand in a positive, profitable way. So with the Ace of Wands, the other thing this tells me is that you're going to see some positive changes in your work, especially if you are an employee. Start looking for, some good changes that are definitely going to affect you in a positive way. Now, sometimes this can be direct correlation to money, but other times it's more about positive structural changes, meaning that you're going to, maybe see there's some movement. Maybe you're going to see a new boss or new management or new company protocols are being put in place, but all of it's going to benefit you, okay? So don't worry about that. The Five of Wands talks about communication, and communication is actually starting to go really, really well. You really express yourself in a coherent way that people understand and they receive it in the way that you intended it to. The other good thing about the Five of Wands in the reverse, it means that there's no bickering, there's no back and forth. It's like you have a very confident and cordial conversation with the people that matter, and you're very selective with who you engage with, and this is something that's definitely going to work out well, especially as it relates to your money and to your work and to your career. Now, we also have the Three of Pentacles here. Now, the Three of Pentacles, this is a very interesting card because the Three of Pentacles talks about people wanting to connect with you for professional reasons. When it shows up in the reverse, sometimes it means that even though you're getting people who want to reach out and people who want to connect, you're more focused on you and what you're doing, and you don't want any interference. Now, this could be good and it could be bad depending on your particular circumstance. If you are looking to possibly grow, possibly connect or collaborate or partner with someone, you may want to kind of leave the door open on that. In other words, don't necessarily say yes, but don't say no either. You know, always give yourself the flexibility of maybe returning to an offer later, and make sure you kind of phrase that in a way that the person understands. Okay, so that's just more of a heads up. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. I already talked about this. You have some good news coming and you have some support coming. So whatever it is, you just need to get ready for it, Leo, because I don't know, I don't see any type of, and I'm not feeling any type of heaviness or problems coming up. I just see that this is something that you probably have been waiting for a while, and you're finally getting an answer. So get ready, Leo, because it's definitely going to be a good thing, and it's going to be something that helps you both in the long and the short term. Okay, let's see. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Leo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Nice. All right, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Remember, we saw him up here. Are you ready for this new enterprise, this new adventure? Looks like things were stalled in the first week, but once we hit the second half of August, you're going to see some big movement there. You're going to see that things really start taking shape. Things really start progressing. This is very exciting, so you need to get ready. You need to be prepared, because the opportunities and the opportunities are coming, but it's more than just the opportunity. It's more about really kind of being prepared and being ready, right? You know how they say luck is opportunity and preparedness? Well, I get the sense you're already kind of prepared for this, but now it's just being ready to actually take action and to move on it. So we've got the Six of Cups here. This means someone is showing up from your past, someone or something. I'm getting the feeling that this is an old work situation, maybe an ex-coworker, a colleague, an old boss. Somebody shows up or somebody reaches out to you and they want to connect, or they want to check in. They want to see how you're doing. This is something of a professional nature. It's somebody you used to have professional dealings with. Maybe you haven't heard from him or her for a while, and now they're calling and they're saying, hey, how have you been? What's going on? How are you doing? And you really are like kind of happy that you're kind of reconnecting with this person, and you could possibly discuss some ideas of how you can work together. Maybe this person knows someone that can help you, or vice versa, but it's definitely going to be a good connection. So really embrace it when it shows up. Again, we have the Page of Wands. This is a good card. What's really interesting is we have the Ace of Wands here, and then we have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands talks about a positive message, positive news, positive announcement regarding your work. And here we have the Ace of Wands talking about something positive happening, something new and good, and something exciting happening as it relates to your work. So whatever the case may be, just know that it's going to be really good. I mean, August for you, Leo, is really about a lot of good things showing up, but these are not things that just happened, you know, coincidentally. It looks like these are things that have been put in place that are now finally starting to take root and starting to show up for you. Next, we have the Four of Cups here, meaning you probably will have to say no to some things, but not because you don't enjoy them, but you just have too many offers, right? And it's kind of like having a good problem. It's not like you're being presented with things that you don't enjoy or you don't want. You actually have so many good things showing up for you that the hard part is figuring out which one you're going to say no to. So this is definitely a very good position to be in. Now, we move on to the Eight of Swords here. This talks about self-limiting beliefs, having doubt. I see this a lot when some people suffer from what I call imposter syndrome. And I'm sure many of you have heard of that. It's like when you don't think that you are good enough or deserving or smart enough or talented enough or licensed enough or educated enough, whatever the case may be, and you start to think that you're not deserving of the good things that are showing up. You start to doubt yourself. You start to think that you're not capable. I need you to pay attention to this, Leo, because this is something that is just very much a self-destructive thought pattern. This is not true. However, you fall into this trap time and time again when things start going really, really well. It's like you start to get uncomfortable. You start to get a little, insecure about things, okay? You really need to check that because you don't want it affecting all the good that's being put in place for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles again. Like I said, you have movement on whatever this venture, project, opportunity, idea is that you saw probably that was stalled in the first week of August. Once we hit the second half of August, you're going to see movement. You're going to see growth. You're going to see progression on this, okay? So get ready because you're going to have to start putting things into place. Okay. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Leo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of August 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Leo? Nice, Leo. Good, great, wonderful. It's coming your way, especially as it relates to work. Looks like August is going to be a huge shift in your professional life. I see it from the beginning to the end of the month. You know, things really just are happening for you, not just in one area, but here and there. And you just have, you have so many good things that are showing up as it relates to your professional life, to your work, to your career, to your business. So we've got the Queen of Wands here. We have the World card. Remember, we saw her here again. Page of Pentacles. Did we see this? Didn't we see? Yes, Page of Pentacles. We saw him here. We also have the Six of Wands, the Lover's card, and the Queen of Pentacles all in the upright position. Let's start here, though, with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands means that someone's looking out for you at work. This is good because this means that you have an ally in the workplace, someone in the business who is not only invested in their own well-being, but they're also being concerned about you and how you fit into the picture. And they really care that everybody is benefiting, everybody is coming out, a winner. This is a good person to have. Now, just because this is a queen doesn't necessarily mean it's a female, but this means that you do have an ally in the workplace or in the business that you're in, someone who is just as concerned about you winning as they are about themselves winning. Okay, and this is someone you need to pay attention to, and this is someone you can trust. I have a feeling you know who this is, Leo. I want to say that your gut instincts about this person are right on the money. This is a trustworthy person, and this is someone that you can see yourself working with for the long haul. Okay, so really, really embrace this person, and really, it's one of those things that you really have to value the relationship. Now, you may or may not be personal friends, but this is just a genuine, honest, good person, and this is someone you need to value, and someone that you need to kind of give that mutual respect to, because they also see you in that way as well. And I hope that makes sense. Next, we have the World card again. We saw the World card here. This is the closing of a cycle. This also means, too, that things just come together in a very brilliant and magnificent way. Sometimes the world literally will show up for you, will offer itself to you in any way, shape, or form. The World card is one of the most positive cards in the deck. Not only does it mean the ending of a cycle, but it also means the advancement to the next level. It means that you are definitely raising yourself and elevating yourself to this new, I want to say, a new society. So if you are working towards that, just know that it's definitely going to be happening. And once we hit the end of August, again, you're going to be up leveling to the next phase, to the next adventure, to the next experience. Now, we also have the Page of Pentacles here in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, sometimes this little guy can be tricky because when he shows up, usually he shows up with good money news, good financial news. When he's in the reverse, it can go either way in the sense that it means, oh, there's going to be a delay, there's going to be a problem somewhere, or sometimes he shows up when there's an unexpected expense. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards the latter on this because I don't think you have any bad news coming as it relates to money, but he shows up when there's an unexpected expense. Let's say, I don't know, something happens, your vacuum cleaner breaks and you need to buy a new one, or, you know, your battery pops or something on your car. I don't know, but I'm getting the sense that that's what this is here. I don't get the sense that this is something business. I get the sense that this is an unexpected expense. So I'm going to say, heads up, Leo, put some money aside in your emergency fund or budget, you know, for the unexpected, because that could be showing up once we hit this last week of August. Next, we have the Six of Wands here. This is recognition. This is you being seen. This is you definitely kind of being in the spotlight, like people are congratulating you, Leo. So whatever this is, enjoy it, you know, relish in it, and really, you know, just kind of get comfortable being noticed and being seen, because this is the start of something where you're going to be seen on a regular basis. Now, if you work in a job that is not a job that puts you in the spotlight per se, just know that you're going to be recognized for your performance in your work. In other words, the managers may say, hey, you know, you're doing a fantastic job. You could win an award. You could be, you know, announced in the company newsletter, whatever the case may be, but you are going to be recognized, okay? So, you know, get comfortable with that because it's a nice thing. Next, we have the Lover's card. I don't think this is a personal thing. I think this is a divine business connection. However, I could be wrong. The Lover's card also talks about a new relationship. You know, it could talk about a rekindling of your current relationship, you know, but the Lover's card means coming together in a very divine, passionate way. The Lover's card also stands for a passion project, which could very much be something that you are working towards, Leo. Whatever the case is, this is something very beautiful and very comforting, and it just feels right because it is right. Finally, we have the Queen of Pentacles here, and the Queen of Pentacles is all about financial literacy, financial education. She also shows up too when someone just really knows how to, someone who knows how to not only manage money, but someone who knows how to use their money to benefit other people. A lot of times the Queen of Pentacles will show up when there's charity, right? Like if there is a charitable cause that you want to be a part of, she shows up too when there's a volunteer opportunity or an opportunity to donate or to partnership with an organization that is working for the greater good of something or someone. So Leo, I have a feeling that someone's probably going to reach out to you and say, hey, you know, this is a cause that we believe in. Would you mind supporting us? And you're going to be in a position to say yes. And this is something that's going to be close to your heart too. You know, it could be medical research. It could be something environmental. It also could be something where you just are really, you feel very strongly about it and you want to be a contributor in some way. And you're going to be in a position to definitely make a contribution, and that's very exciting. This could also be where the recognition comes in, and the Lover's card. You know, it could be maybe a passion charity, and you decide to contribute, and they honor your contribution by, announcing your name or something like that. But whatever the case may be, Leo, you're definitely in a power play in the month of August as it relates to your money. So get ready and continue to be the quiet observer. Plan out your strategy, and you're going to do well. August is definitely going to be a very thoughtful month, especially as it relates to your money. All right, Leo, so let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Angels of Abundance Oracle card. Okay, this is interesting. It says release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Now, I didn't feel any type of jealous energy coming through in your reading for this month, but that doesn't mean that, we all have little pings of jealousy and envy at some point. So I just want to, call it to your attention to check that. If it does show up this month, you're in a position really to have whatever it is you want. So like the card says, let it inspire you, and just know you can have it too. All right, Leo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, go ahead and leave them down below. And if you'd like to connect with me for a private reading, I will have that information linked in the description as well. All right, Leo, thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.